So these stretches are slightly more advanced for a really lovely opening of your low back. You will also probably find other parts of your body are getting an opening, other parts of your spine, and we're definitely going to be working on some of the muscles that connect through to our low back. We're going to be stretching out our hips and stretching out our hamstrings as well. What do you need? A head block if you feel comfortable. You may want to have the belt or a bit of a stretchy band if you need, just to help hold your leg with any of the stretches. You don't need to, quite often I'll stretch without it, but it's just an option. So coming to have a lie down on your back, and as always, all of these stretches should feel nice and comfortable. Feet and knees hip width apart. We're going to start off with a knee hug, so we're going to bring one knee to our chest, we're going to bring our other knee to our chest, just drawing those in as close as you feel comfortable, and maybe thinking about having a little circle. So just gently rolling the back, just breathing in and out as you do this, and then let's go the other way. Feels like you're massaging through the spine. It can feel really lovely to do this. And maybe once more the other way. And always inviting you to listen to your body, to spend a bit more time on any of these movements that you feel that you really enjoy. And then from here, just put one leg down, always trying to do everything with a bit of control, put the other leg down. We're going to have our arms out to the side as comfortable. We're going to stretch through our waist. Taking a breath in, feet and knees together. We're going to breathe out. Our feet and knees drop to the side. If you want, you can allow your head to turn away. Just taking that into a gentle stretch. Nothing should feel uncomfortable. Wherever needs to open in the body will. So breathing in and out. Just holding that for a few breaths. Come back to the centre with control. We're going to change sides. Always remembering that one side of your body may feel a bit different. A gentle stretch. So 0 is no stretch and 10 out of 10 is really sore. Be stretching between an intensity of 2 to 4. Nothing feels uncomfortable or unpleasant. Breathing in and out. We're going to come back to centre. We're going to do that again. We're going to breathe in. We're going to breathe out. Now holding maybe for a little bit longer. Gently allowing whatever wants to stretch to open up. Coming back to centre, and we're going to go to the other side. Gently stretching. Come back to the centre, bring your arms down. We're going to use the shoulder bridge to really open up that back. We're going to breathe in, and as we breathe out, we're going to tuck that tailbone under and imagine our spine is rolling up off the mat, bone by bone. We're going to breathe in, and then I'm going to imagine the spine is lowering down bone by bone. Good. And again, we're going to breathe in. Imagine that tailbone is tucking under, pushing gently through my heels, rolling up. Now we only want to lift as high as we feel comfortable in our spine. We don't have to overarch and strain the back. The whole idea is as we imagine that we're rolling up and down bone by bone, we're going to encourage movement through all of those vertebrae, all of those bones of our back. Rolling up. As we breathe out, breathing in, rolling down. Good. And again, rolling up, bone by bone. Rolling down, bone by bone. Now after this, lengthen one leg, lengthen the other leg. We're going to stretch really long. It's super simple, but imagine your feet and toes are stretching away. And then something really simple, come into like a little bit of a star stretch. as if you're trying to stretch your feet and arms to the opposite sides of the room, really opening out through those hips. Breathing in and out, breathing in and out. Gently come back to centre again. Feet and knees hip width apart. We're going to stretch out our hip. You're going to cross an ankle over the knee. Now, this should feel comfortable enough to start to bring your knee up to your chest. If it's too sore, please keep the foot on the mat. You're going to feel a gentle stretch through the hip. Now, this is when you can use the band. So some people need to use the band to help hold the leg. So just as comfortable, I can just hold my leg here, supporting it. Some people like to hold behind the back of that thigh. Some people like to hold on the knee. Some people like, as I said, to use the band behind the thigh to help hold it. Whatever works for you, and remember this stretch should be nice and gentle through this bottom muscle. We're going to just hold for another few seconds, just gently holding that stretch. And then we're going to lower with control. We're going to change sides, always again remembering that there could be a difference. So crossing that ankle, allowing that knee to float out. If you feel comfortable floating up, as always holding that leg, you can hold the thigh here, you can hold the thigh here, you can use your band to hold behind the back of the leg. But the stretch should be gentle. That's what you should be listening to. Nothing should feel unpleasant. Dropping the shoulders, breathing in and out. Gentle stretch. And then we're going to relax that down. And I'm going to finish off with one more stretch. So this is for the back of our leg, our hamstring. So we're going to float this leg. Again, you can use a band or a belt to hold behind the back of the thigh if you wish. And you can straighten that leg. You can let go of that and you can just use your hands. Please do not worry if your leg is not perfectly straight. Mine isn't. Doesn't mean that there's anything significantly wrong. We all have different flexibility. It should feel like a comfortable stretch. And if you want, just point and flex your foot as you hold that position. And that's going to do a lovely little floss on the nerves down our leg. Good. Stop with the foot if it doesn't feel comfortable. And then before we change legs, just hug that knee to your chest, lengthen the other leg away, and that's going to stretch out the hip that has the leg straight. Imagine that hip is just softening into the floor. Breathing in and out. And then we're going to change legs, so just slide that foot back, pop the other leg down. Using the belt or a towel if you need to hold your leg, float one leg up. Hold behind the back of the thigh, gently reaching that to the ceiling. Starting off with a straight hamstring stretch down the back of the leg. Breathing in and out. And then adding that nerve floss, just pointing and flexing the foot as comfortable. And then just before we finish, just hug this knee to your chest, lengthen the other leg away. Imagine that the leg that's straight is softening into the mat. Some of you will find that that leg is perfectly straight on the mat. If you're looking at me on the video, you can see that mine doesn't go completely straight, and that's okay. That's just my natural level of flexibility. Softening through the shoulders, breathing in and out. Sliding that foot back, popping the other leg down, and then nice and comfortably finishing off. And I hope you enjoyed those stretches.